number of students in the school improve and the quality of education improve. We are not a contracting organization just doing cement. I want quality, and quality can come even under trees.
Quality can come even under trees. A strong statement made by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Well, it seems that he knows what he's talking about, because there are a lot of children in this country who are receiving this quality education under trees. Let's see how this quality education in the country is being dispensed.
On the 17th of May 2016, an earth embankment collapsed onto a building of the Dehi-Ovita Tamil Mahavidyalaya, which is located in the Dehi-Ovita education zone in the Kegalle district. Many months later, this is the present state of Dehi-Ovita Tamil Mahavidyalaya, which fell victim to a landslide as well. This is the Niyandagala Primary School in Tanamalvilla. The only building of this school, which was in a dilapidated state, was to be renovated with an allocation of over ₹1 million from the Uva Provincial Council. However, the renovations have come to a complete standstill. Several buildings in the Suryavava Mahagalvava Primary School are in a dilapidated state and has severely inconvenienced the students in the school. The school, which boasts of a 65-year-old history, educates around 260 students. However, at present they are being educated in makeshift classrooms.
Now, there are politicians in the country who have plenty of nicknames. Our Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was once called Mr. Clean. However, if you consider the actions of our Prime Minister or Mr. Clean during the past 2 or 3 years, you can decide for yourself how accurate or inaccurate his nickname is for the moment. And now, there are those who aspire to follow in the footsteps of Mr. Clean as well, his so-called disciples. This is one such individual, our Minister of Education. Now, let's take one example that our Minister of Education has done, a certain project that we are going to talk about. That is the project to provide tabs or tablet PCs to advanced level students of this country. Now, what you see behind me here is the tender document listing out the items or specifications required for this tender. It has specifications on RAM, on the display size, on the resolution, on the operating system. It is a very thorough document of requirements to be met by suppliers who will be supplying these tablet PCs to our students. However, this is where it gets interesting. 3 days before the tender is awarded, this very urgent letter is issued under the signature of Senior Assistant Secretary Procurement of the Ministry of Education. Now, this puts one more requirement into this tender document. That is, bidders are requested to provide FCC identification numbers clearly indicating the guarantee code and the product code. Now, for those who are not aware of the telecommunication industry, the FCC numbers for products cannot be gotten in a day, 2 or even 3 days. Now, let's think about the amount of numbers or the mass of products that they need to get FCC documents for. This image that you see over here, let's say, there you go, 195,148 tablet PCs in total, 159,078 for students and 36,070 for teachers. Now, they expected the bidders to get FCC numbers for 195,148 tabs within 3 days. So this is the first instance, or people can think that they had one specific person or one specific supplier in mind to give this tender to, because you cannot get these numbers overnight. Also, once the tenders were handed in, there were 4 shortlisters. These are the 4 shortlisters, the names which we have cancelled out. The value supply ranges from 5 million to 4 million. Who was chosen? Was it the lowest bid that was submitted? No. The recommendation by the Ministry of Education was to acquire the tablet PCs from the 3rd lowest supplier, the supplier who gave the third lowest bid. So why did they choose this third lowest bid? There must have been a reason, right? Well, there were two exactly. And those two reasons are health and durability. The most suitable for the health of the children and the most durable. Now this provides more questions than it provides answers, because how did they consider which is healthier for the children? Was the TRC involved? Was there experts in emissions that were brought in to study these devices proposed by 4 different companies to decide which is the most healthiest? What was the criteria for deciding on how durable a product was? So this is where things get interesting. Now, when this project was initially proposed, President Maithripala Sirisena shot this project down. However, it has come back to the limelight because of a cabinet paper that was presented to cabinet last week. And what did the president do? The president once again reissued his recommendations that he had given out when this proposal was first brought to cabinet. Now, I want to highlight 2 things in this letter detailing the recommendations of the president. This states that if implemented, this smart tab project will cost the government 5,200 million rupees or 5.2 billion rupees every year to the taxpayer. Take this as a comparison, because that is what the president has done. In comparison, 4,800 million rupees is spent annually to print textbooks. 5.2 billion to provide tabs each year, 4.8 billion a year to print textbooks. Now, don't get us wrong. We are not against the idea or concept of a smart classroom or tabs being provided to students. But the problem is, shouldn't there be a priority order in how money is dispensed, how the taxpayer money is dispensed? As the Prime Minister said, there are plenty of students who study under trees. There are plenty of schools in this country which do not have roofs. There are plenty of schools in this country which do not have electricity, and that is why budget allocations have been made. So, in such a backdrop, what is the priority? What should be the priority? Is it to provide smart tabs to A-level students, or provide basic infrastructure facilities to these children who are in need? Well, the decision is eventually up to the administration of this country, but you can think for yourself on what priority order should be established. Let's listen to what Joseph Stalin of the Teachers Union has to say about this.
5,000 million rupees was allocated for tabs from the 2014 budget. What happened to that 5,000 million rupees? They are saying nothing about that 5,000 million rupees. The Auditor General has also questioned about this. They claim textbooks are heavy to be carried by children. The textbook weight increased when you go up the grades from preschool. Are tabs given to them? Tabs are given to advanced level students. Is this the solution to the issue? This is a joke. In the past, they said smart classrooms will be created. They just created around 50 such smart classrooms, and they claim the education has become smart. This is not the need of the hour. There are many smart things that need to be addressed. We are aware the school in Sirimalvatta collapsed. Education reforms mean equal opportunities. 353 national schools come directly under Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam. Until now, he has not been able to appoint principals for 260 such schools. All we see are acting principals. We are aware the teacher-to-student ratio is 1 to 10. We have a shortage of teachers. They have failed to properly manage the teachers. Rather than solving those matters, these are what they are trying to do. Please stop the jokes and fulfill the needs of the students. Money is collected from the students, even for the class broomstick. So what's the need for the tab?